Welcome to Flick News episode 55. This week, we've got a lot of exciting news for you. From the Tangled live-action remake resuming production, to the Ben 10 revival announcement, and much more. So,
let's dive right in.
First of all, Skydance Animation's upcoming Netflix film Pookoo has officially been renamed to Swapped, and is now set to release in 2026. The film follows a woodland creature and a majestic bird, sworn enemies, who magically trade places and must embark on an adventure to save their home. The title change from Pookoo to Swapped fits perfectly with the story's central theme of role reversal, and it already sounds like one of the more exciting family films coming to Netflix next year. It's written and directed by Nathan Greno, best known for Tangled, and produced by Jennifer McGee Cook. The project was originally developed under Apple, but later moved to Netflix after Skydance signed a multi-year deal with the streamer. Then Smiling Friends creators Zach Hadel, Michael Cusack, and producer Aaron Fromm have launched a new animation studio called Zam Studios. The studio will focus on animation, VFX, production, post-production, and offer client services for feature films, TV, and commercials. Then Jared Bush revealed a new addition to the voice cast for Zootopia 2. Robert Irwin will officially voice a new character named Robert Furwin. He also confirmed that the entire songwriting team behind the film's big track, Zoo, will actually appear as characters in the movie as well. We already know Gazelle, but Bush revealed that Ed Sheeran and Blake Slatkin will play two new sheep characters, which we can also spot in the final trailer, when Nick and Judy hit a cart on the road, and it crashes into a sheep barbershop. Bush also revealed that the sheep barbershop was inspired by the one from Zootopia Land at Shanghai Disneyland, saying, "It's the first time Disney Animation has taken something built by the parks and added it into a movie." And during a recent Q&A on Twitter, when asked if there'll be more references to Zootopia Land, he simply replied, "Yes." So it looks like the sequel will expand that world even further, connecting the movie and the park in a really fun way. Then Fox has officially confirmed the cancellation of animated comedy The Great North after its 5th season, marking an end to the show's run on the network. President of Fox Entertainment Michael Thorne expressed gratitude to fans for showing support over the years and praising their work, stating, "We're so grateful for everything Wendy, Lizzie, Loren, and the amazing cast and crew put into The Great North. It's difficult to say goodbye, but we're thankful for the 5 hilarious seasons the show brought to animation domination." Then first poster for Spidey and His Amazing Friends and Iron Man Avengers Team-Up crossover special has been released. The special will premiere on Disney Junior on October 16th and next day on Disney+. Then new poster for Miraculous World Tokyo, Stellar Force, has been released and is set to premiere on Disney Channel on November 29th at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then Axis Studios has officially filed for bankruptcy, marking the end of its 2-decade run in animation. The Scotland-based studio, best known for working on Eyes of Wakanda and several other high-profile projects, has entered administration, forcing production to shut down and laying off over 160 employees. Even with the success of Eyes of Wakanda, which performed strongly on Disney+, the financial strain was too much to recover from. It's definitely sad news for the animation community, a reminder of how tough it can be for even the most talented studios to survive in today's industry. Then Josh Keaton, the voice actor behind the spectacular Spider-Man, recently shared that he'd love to explore how his version of Peter Parker ended up joining the Spider Society in Across the Spider-Verse. He explained his own theory, saying, "In my mind, Miguel came to Peter at the lowest point in his life, the day Captain Stacy died in his arms." Then Netflix has released the official trailer for the Twits, the upcoming animated adaptation of Roald Dahl's classic children's book, ahead of its release on October 17th. The film is directed and co-written by Oscar-nominated filmmaker Phil Johnston, best known for Ralph Breaks the Internet, Zootopia, and Wreck-It Ralph. This marks the first time Dahl's beloved and hilariously grotesque characters, Mr. and Mrs. Twit, are being brought to the big screen. In Johnston's reimagining, Jim and Credenza Twit run the world's most disgusting and dangerous amusement park, Twitlandia. But when the Twits somehow rise to power in their town, 2 brave children, Bisha and Bubsy, along with a family of magical muggle wumps, must outwit the Twits in order to save their city. Then after 23 seasons of brutal and hilarious battles, Ernie the Giant Chicken is officially dead. And yes, he was killed by Meg Griffin. Family Guy executive producers Alex Sulkin and Richard Appel have confirmed that Ernie's long-running feud with Peter Griffin has finally come to an end. His fate was left uncertain after the season 23 episode The Chicken or the Meg, where Meg dated Ernie's son, Nugget, and eventually decapitated the iconic bird in a shocking twist. Fans have been wondering if he'd somehow return, but now it's official. The feathered brawler's story is over for good. Then we get some new details on Disney Animation's next original film Hexed, which is set to hit theaters in November 2026. The film is not going to be a musical, and it will have a villain. Then Paramount has revealed the official trailer for the brand new theatrical Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles holiday short film titled Chrome Alone 2, Lost in New Jersey. The short film will premiere exclusively in theaters ahead of the SpongeBob movie Search for SquarePants on December 19th. Then a new Moomin animated feature film is officially in development, with Steven Universe creator Rebecca Sugar set to write and direct. And Julia Pister, known for the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, the Rugrats movie, and The Magician's Elephant, will serve as producer. The movie is being made by Annapurna Animation, the studio behind Nimona. And knowing how good Nimona was, I'm genuinely excited to see how this turns out. The project marks the first Moomin film to be produced in the United States, bringing Tove Jansson's timeless characters to a brand new generation of audiences. If you don't know, the Moomins were first created by Finnish artist and author Tove Jansson during World War II. These gentle, round trolls live in the peaceful Moomin Valley, a whimsical world filled with adventure and heartfelt life lessons about friendship, courage, and kindness. Since their debut, the Moomins have become a beloved global franchise, with books published in over 60 languages and TV adaptations airing in more than 120 countries. Then Cartoon Network has announced a special marathon of the beloved miniseries Over the Garden Wall, airing on October 17th at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The event will feature all 10 episodes back-to-back, just in time for the Halloween season. Perfect for anyone who wants to revisit the eerie yet heartwarming journey of Wirt and Greg through the unknown. It's been nearly a decade since Over the Garden Wall first premiered, and it still remains one of Cartoon Network's most beautifully crafted and emotionally resonant stories. So if you haven't watched it yet, or it's been a while, this is the perfect time to dive back in and experience its autumn magic all over again. Then Prime Video has dropped the official trailer for its new adult animated series, The Mighty Nein, the second collaboration between Critical Role and animation studio Titmouse, following the legend of Vox Machina. The series is set to premiere on November 19th on Prime Video across more than 240 countries and territories worldwide. The trailer introduces the land of Exandria's last hope, a homeless wizard, a drunk goblin, a shipwrecked sailor, a cocky ringmaster, a hot-headed monk, and chaos itself. It follows this group of fugitives and outcasts who are forced to work together after a powerful relic called the Beacon falls into the wrong hands. Then Nintendo released a 4-minute animated short titled Close to You across its social media platforms, without giving any context at first about what it was even supposed to be. But later, they updated the short with Pikmin included. And in a recent interview with Famitsu, Shigeru Miyamoto spoke about Close to You and how his own family life inspired the creation of Pikmin. He said, "Growing up, my son would never clean his room. The desire to order someone to pick up something and have them obey me directly inspired Pikmin. In many ways, I love Pikmin more than my own son." Then Disney has acquired the rights to develop a series of movies based on the Impossible Creatures books in a massive 7-figure deal. The plan is to turn it into a Harry Potter-style fantasy franchise under the Disney live-action banner. Author Catherine Rundell herself will adapt the first 2 books into screenplays, set in the magical world of the Glemuria Archipelago, a place filled with mythical creatures and adventure. If you're not familiar with the story, it follows 2 kids who set out on a quest across enchanted islands to save magical beasts from a rising evil. Honestly, this sounds like something that could bring back that classic Disney magic, big adventure, heart, and fantasy creatures. If Disney really nails the tone and world building, Impossible Creatures could easily become their next major fantasy hit. Then the creators of Ben 10 have officially announced a revival of the franchise, aiming to reintroduce the series to a new generation of fans. According to reports, Ben 10 creators Joe Casey, Joe Kelly, Duncan Rouleau, and Steven T. Seagal are all returning for a brand new comic series at IDW Publishers, set to release in February 2026. The upcoming comic isn't a continuation of the previous series, but rather an ultimate, or absolute, reimagining of Ben Tennyson's story. The first issue will revisit Ben's origin with modern updates, while keeping some beloved elements intact, like Grandpa Max, Gwen, and a few of his classic aliens. Joe Casey also teased the project, saying, "We guarantee this is the best that Ben 10 has ever been." Honestly, if they manage to blend the nostalgia of the original with a fresh modern twist, this could be the Ben 10 comeback fans have been waiting for. Then DreamWorks has officially announced the Bad Guys prequel series titled Breaking In, along with the first trailer. The show is set to premiere on Netflix on November 6th. The series is set before the events of the two films and will explore how the crew first came together, giving fans a chance to see their early heists and the origins of their criminal chemistry. The first season will include 6 episodes, which are part of DreamWorks' initial 30-episode order, meaning we could see around 4 more seasons rolling out through 2026 and possibly 2027. Then The Simpsons deals with the use of AI in the show's latest episode.
Dad, can you please explain to Bart why using AI to do his homework is wrong?
Yeah, sure. Relying on artificial intelligence to complete assignments could undermine the development of critical analytical skills.
What? You just prompted CheatGPT to write that speech for you.
Then Haley Steinfeld revealed that she's now recording for Beyond the Spider-Verse. She said, "I wonder sometimes if anything ever gets scrapped, because I've said the word Miles in so many different ways and tones. They probably have a whole library." The update marks a significant development for Beyond the Spider-Verse, which faced repeated delays. But now, the production is well underway, with the film officially set to release on July 18th, 2027. Then The Wonderfully Weird World of Gumball episode The Thing is now available to watch for free on YouTube as part of the promotion for the show's international premiere. The series officially debuted on October 6th in select international regions. So if you haven't watched it yet, you can at least check out the first episode for free on YouTube, with all episodes now available to stream on HBO Max. Then The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder stop-motion Christmas special will reportedly release this year. This special is planned to be a standalone episode produced as part of the animated revival's 3rd season. Then, according to Deadline, Disney has resumed early development on its live-action remake of Tangled, with Scarlett Johansson now reportedly in talks to play the villainous Mother Godhell. The Greatest Showman director Michael Gracie remains attached to helm the project, working from a script by Jennifer Caton Robinson. Production on the remake was originally paused back in April 2025 after Disney's cautious response to the poor box office performance of its Snow White remake. However, following the massive success of Lilo and Stitch, which became the highest-grossing film of 2025, the studio has now moved Tangled back into active development. And that's a wrap for this week's news. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care.